Welcome to For Good Measure, an interview series celebrating diverse composers and other creative artists. I'm Nanette McGuinness, Artistic Executive Director of Ensemble for these times. In this week's episode, we continue our conversation with Abby Monroe. Do you have anything coming up that you'd like to share with us or that you're excited about?
Um, yeah, well, I guess I'm excited about a lot of things that are very different just because I mean, what I do, every project that I have or every event or concert that I play is so different. It's not like I do the same thing every
Oh,
week. So I
yeah.
guess I the next thing that's coming up for me that I know I'm doing is like I'm playing some chamber orchestra in Oklahoma,
Nice.
which is like unconducted chamber orchestra, which will be fun. I've I in the last couple of years I've gotten this position at a summer festival. So it's the Missouri Symphony, but they have like a big summer season over the
Mhm.
course of like a month, and started playing with them a couple of summers ago. And this is my first summer as like a tenured member of the
Nice.
orchestra, so that's fun.
Congrats.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, so that'll be fun. I'll be there for a month, and like I have friends that play there, and they're actually Luke is going to be playing too for the month. That Luke is my husband, so for context.
Thank
um
you. Yes.
yeah, he he's going to be playing too. And I have more more things this summer than I expected. I'm doing a little bit of teaching for a chamber music festival in Houston for a week, and then just some like various concerts in places that I never expected that I would play in. Like, I mean, of course, if you had asked me 5 years ago where I thought I would be playing, it certainly wouldn't have been like Oklahoma, or I have a concert in I think in Vermont later
Wow.
in the summer. And uh I'm trying to think of it all off the top of my head. Like upstate New York at some point, like places that I really wouldn't have expected to play,
So
but I
wonderful.
but I get to. So that's kind of cool. Even like before I even moved down here, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't have expected to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, I it's hard to see past the summer right now, just because like even though I don't have a position in an orchestra or anything, a lot of times I've noticed down here people book very like a lot later than I'm used to. Like I have a offer for an orchestra down here for next season, that part-time, like per service kind of thing, but which I'm looking forward to. But
Hmm.
the summer, there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of things to come up, and
Yeah.
hopefully things will. But at least in the immediate future, my summer is kind of all over the place, which is fun because I don't want to be in Louisiana in the middle of July and August the entire time. I did it last year, and it was
Ah,
tough. Yeah,
yeah.
like I moved to Louisiana last May, and I was in Chicago, and it was like the perfect time to be in Chicago. The summer is beautiful, and it's the absolute worst time to be in Louisiana. So I just set myself up for the worst right there at the beginning.
I
Yeah,
grew up
luckily I
in
don't have to do that.
yeah, I grew up in Houston and it's very hot and humid.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I totally get that. So yeah, it's nice you get to travel and do all sorts of interesting summer gigs and you're a tenured summer festival player in Missouri and then you can come back to Louisiana when things start to cool down just a wee bit.
yeah. Hopefully, yeah,
Yeah.
or more likely do what I've been doing for the last year, which is come home for like a day or two, and then go to somewhere else around here.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you're having an exciting time in any case.
Yeah, that's nice. I think the thing that I'm hoping to eventually have, which I've been able to try and focus on a little bit more down here just because it's a much slower pace of life in Louisiana than like in even Chicago, running around trying to pick up gigs and do work. As I have been putting more of an effort into like preparing lists for orchestra auditions, and hopefully at some point I'll get something good and be able to settle down a little bit more and have a job that I can go to every week in the same place. So
Right.
we'll see what happens.
The freelancing is fun, but for all of those folks who are going to be listening to this podcast next sometime in the 25-26 season, Abby would like a permanent orchestral job. So there she is.
Yeah. I like the unpredictability in a way sometimes of freelancing, because like I said, there's so many things that I would have never expected to do, and of course so many things that I wouldn't be able to do with just like being in the same place week after week,
right,
same job. But some every once in a while stability sounds really nice.
Especially the older one gets too.
Yeah. I can only there's a lot of miles on my car right now from all the traveling, so
yeah,
see how long we could do it.
Right, exactly. All right, well, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to For Good Measure, and a special thank you to our guest Abby Monroe for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast by clicking on the subscribe button, and support us by sharing it with your friends, posting about it on social media, and leaving us a rating and a review. To learn more about E4TT, our concert season online and in the Bay Area, or to make a tax-deductible donation, please visit us at www.e4tt.org. This podcast is made possible by grants from the California Arts Council, the San Francisco Arts Commission, Grants for the Arts, and generous donors like you. For Good Measure is produced by Nanette McGuinness and Ensemble for These Times, and designed by Brennan Stokes, with special thanks to co-producer and audio engineer Stephanie M. Neumann. Remember to keep supporting equity in the arts, and tune in next week for Good Measure.